Morning folks, hope you're all well, hope you're all having a good weekend. So, last night I suffered through yet another Shakur Stevenson fight. He defeated Artem Harutyunyan. I probably fucked that guy's name up, so I'm going to refer to him as Artem from now on. He defeated him unanimous decision to retain his WBC Lightweight title. It was a pretty dull affair. Like a lot of Stevenson's fights. Now, I like Shakur Stevenson. I think he's a very talented young man, but he's just boring. I find him boring. Yeah, I was hoping he'd step through the gears in this one because he got a lot of criticism after the De Los Santos fight back in November. I was hoping he'd step through the gears and produce a stoppage because he had Artem hurt a few times in that fight. I mean, Artem tried to make a go of it. He was totally outclassed. I gave him the first round, and I gave everything else to Stevenson. And it amazed me that one of the judges had it 116-112. I found that very strange. I couldn't see how you could give more than one to Artem, but that's just what I saw. Stevenson was in control. He was never really hurt. I mean, Artem did some good work to the body. That was obviously his tactic in the fight, was to target Stevenson's body. Excuse me. But it was to no avail, and Stevenson had Artem shook a couple of times. Not majorly so, but he did hurt him, and I thought, right, he should go through the gears and try to get the stoppage. It was in front of his home fans in Newark, New Jersey. It tells the tale. People were walking out. Yeah, the camera, it was focusing in on people leaving just before the 12th round. I think people were leaving early in that as well. And in the post-fight interview, Stevenson blamed Artem for running, which I didn't really understand. Artem tried to give it a go. He's a supremely talented guy, is Shakur Stevenson. You know, 3-weight world champion. You know, I know his top rank deal has ended and turned down so many millions. He's a free agent now. I personally think that's a mistake. I don't think DAZN or Matchroom, will pay him what he wants to sign, so he's a free agent now, whatever. I would have pursued the Lomachenko unification fight potentially. Whether or not Lomachenko would want that, that's another story. But I thought it would be in Shakur Stevenson's best interest to pursue that one, because if he won that fight, that's a huge scalp. But yeah, I don't know. He just turns me off. Stevenson, he just turns me off. I find him boring. I find him, okay, he's very skilled, he's very talented. He makes it look easy sometimes in there. He outclasses these guys. The Oscar Valdez performance, he totally outclassed the guy. But Jamal Herring in another class fight, he just totally outclassed the guy. But his last couple of fights, Jesus, I just find it very, 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 very boring. And it turns me off, but that's just me. Speaking of boring as well, the chief support was O'Shaquie Foster defending his WBC Super-Featherweight title against Brazil's Robson Conceicao. It was Conceicao's 4th time challenging for a world title, and he won a split decision, which shocked me. I had the fight 116-112 to O'Shaquie Foster. He got, Conceicao got the decision. He got it. It was a split decision. When I heard it read out, it was 116-112 to Conceicao, and the other one who had it to Conceicao 115-113. Now, I can't see how anybody could have that fight to Conceicao. I couldn't believe it. I thought there was a fuck up. 116-112 to Foster. That's how I had it. That's how that judge had it. But no, something's fucking wrong there. I mean, O'Shaquie Foster does switch off in fights. He's done it before. He did it in this fight. He was in control of that fight. O'Shaquie Foster was in control of that fight. I gave him everything apart from... I'm just looking down at my notes. Excuse me, looking down. I gave Conceicao 6, 7, 8, and 9. Purely because O'Shaquie Foster switched off. And to be honest, Conceicao wasn't really landing anything of any, devastating or anything. It was, he was doing some decent work to the body at times. But a lot of it was being caught on Foster's gloves, or Foster was riding the punches. And I was shocked when they announced Conceicao had won a split decision. I was absolutely shocked. And Oshaki Foster was pissed off, as you clearly see, and it's totally understandable as well. I don't know. I don't know how. Yeah, apart from, yes, Conceicao was the aggressor throughout most of the fight, but he wasn't landing anything of significance, not in my opinion. I mean, I'll have to watch the fight back again. I haven't watched it back yet. Maybe I missed something. Maybe I missed something. Maybe I've got it wrong. Maybe, Conceicao deserved the victory. I don't know. But yeah, that one's a strange one. I can't really quantify that one. Apart from those middle rounds that Foster basically gave away, I can't see any way, from what I saw this morning, that Conceicao won that one. It's another screwy decision in my opinion. You may disagree, of course. I'll have to watch it back again. Maybe I missed something. Maybe I always have the commentary off anyway. I always turn the commentary off because it drives me fucking insane. I've said that before. It drives me insane. They talk bollocks, and they drive me up the wall. So I always have this. I either have it turned right down or turn it off completely. So I don't know. What do you guys think? I mean, I thought that was a clear win for Oshaki Foster. I'd like to see a rematch. Whether or not that will happen, we don't know. It remains to be seen. But I think that was a pretty awful decision, in my opinion. But on the positive, in Japan today, there was the big unification fight in the Super-Flyweight division. Fernando Martinez, the IBF champion, he is now the unified WBA champion as well. He beat Kazuto Ioka, one of my favourite Japanese fighters, unanimous decision. Brilliant fight. One of the judges he had everything to Martinez, which I thought was a bit wrong, because it was a very competitive fight. I scored that one 116-112 to Martinez. So, it was a very competitive fight, non-stop action. Ioka was doing some good body work. He was getting countered a lot with right hands and things like that. Brilliant fight, absolutely brilliant fight. Jesse Bam Rodriguez was in attendance, so it looks like they're going to try and make him, because obviously he has the WBC and the Ring Magazine title at Super-Flyweight. So it looks like that would be a good fight for him, Fernando Martinez. So, yeah, that was a fantastic fight. Really, if you haven't seen it, check it out. It's fucking fantastic. Absolutely brilliant fight. So this is only a quick one today because there's not a huge amount to say really. But that fight, if you don't watch if you've not seen any of the fights and you want to watch at least one of them, I will recommend Fernando Martinez, Kazuto Ioka. Non-stop action. Fucking fantastic fight. Right. You take care, folks. I hope you're all well, and I'll speak to you next week.